I think you have 1,400 weeks left. So you had 80. You'll live to be 80.
No.
You're not going to be 90, dude.
I'm gonna live to 90. I definitely will.
Really?
Yeah. I would be shocked if I died. At all. 100%. Cheers.
Ah, January. Such a beautiful month.
You're like a jackass.
Anyway.
It's January. I'm in Berlin
January.
tomorrow.
Oh my God, you got to get on a plane.
It's so. Oh, never mind.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I don't want to even say it out loud.
Well, you've been trying to say it, so just say it.
No. No. You know what's so funny?
Yeah.
Last time I did a European tour, I was with Mark Norman, and our tour manager was German.
Yeah.
You know, Mark Norman makes a lot of Jewish jokes. She goes, Mark, I'm so uncomfortable with these Jewish jokes. And he was like, oh, they're just jokes. And she goes, no, but it's what if someone heard you say these things? And he was like, well, they're jokes. He was like, well, what would you say to your Jewish, like, you don't make jokes, like, bust balls with your Jewish friends? And she looks at me, she goes, I don't know any Jewish people. And he goes, what do you mean? She goes, I'm German. That's kind of our thing. And both Mark and I were like, oh, yeah. Like, that's crazy, though. Like, they just don't have them.
Well, they definitely have them.
They have a couple. Antwerp's got the most of them. And Dov, back me up.
That Antwerp has a lot of...
Antwerp is where... Google it, motherfucker!
I mean, that's where diamonds are.
He said it.
Yeah, I'll just sit this one out. Go ahead.
Google it. It's Antwerp. Antwerp is the highest concentration of Jewish people
in Europe.
In Europe, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. History of the Jews in Antwerp. Check it out, motherfucker.
Okay.
Antwerp. What a weird. I never liked Belgium because there was a train you had to switch trains in Belgium from London to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And so I never liked that train station was sketchy. It was like a lot of dudes in members only jackets. So I never liked it. And then I went to Antwerp and it was fucking beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful cities. So many Europeans.
Yeah, I went there on the last tour.
Yeah, it's fucking gorgeous.
You're doing Europe in
right now.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be there at cold time of the year.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited.
You like that?
Yeah. Okay, I'm excited for Amsterdam.
What? Oh, okay.
I'm spending 4 days in Amsterdam. I'm spending 4 days. I'm getting I'm getting an Airbnb.
Yeah.
And I'm partying fucking balls.
Really?
I wish Leanne would be cool with me cheating on her internationally. You know?
Yeah.
If she could just get her head around it. Like, I love her. She's my chick. I'm coming home to her every night.
Just not those 4 nights in Amsterdam.
Yeah. Why not? Because this is what she does. This is what she fucking does. So I go, I'm thinking.
Are you going to go to red light district? Is that what you're?
Oh, yeah. I'm going blue light district also.
Yeah.
So, but I said, let's get prostitutes. Not, this is why you are more important to me than she is. You're still listening. You know, she went, no. I go, fucking, I'm talking to my wife at a party. You think I'm really saying I'm going to go fuck a prostitute? I go, let's get prostitutes as like a skit and figure out something we all have to do with our prostitute and who does it the best. Whether it's tell them a story or get them to go to sleep fastest, whatever the fucking thing is that you do. I go, make it fun with it. Like, let's not all just go fuck prostitutes.
I went to a sex club when I was there.
Where did you go? Because I might not let you tell your story. That's how excited I am about my story. Wait, where did you go?
I don't know the name of it. I was going to the red. I got kind of redirected, sort of hosed by a kickback situation where the cab driver. We were going to the red light district, and he was like, "You want to go there?" He's like, "You want to go to the
Banana Room,
one of these like private clubs."
Google it, Banana Room.
We went. It was just a house of prostitutes. It was just like a brothel basically, and there's a bar downstairs and
banana and bar.
I went with Potter, and I was like, "I'll pay for."
What a waste of money! He can't see anything. Who takes him to a strip club?
Well,
he better be able to touch and feel.
Well, he wouldn't have had sex with her. Yeah.
Oh wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh wait, this story's getting so much better.
Yeah. I paid. I was like, whatever you want.
Yeah.
And then they could not get over that I wasn't going up to the room with one. So like the owner was like, "Hey, your friend." He's like, "Do you want me to bring over other girls?" I was like, "No, I'm fine. I'll just." He was like, "What?" I was like, I'll just wait till he's done." He's like,
And then you'll come how?
yeah. He was like, and then like he would send a girl over, and I was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm just waiting for my friend." And they were like, "Oh, do you want the other girl?" And I was like, "No, I'm literally waiting."
Yeah.
I paid whatever I paid an entrance fee. I was like, I'll just sit here. I was drinking a Diet Coke. I was like, I'm fine. And I just sat there and I was like, just waiting and waiting. And then,
He has a hard time coming too, right?
he can't, yeah.
That's so fucked up.
He can't come.
With a chick?
He's got to handle it himself. I mean, it's all psychological though, man. It's not a physical thing that's
I
holding
can
him
hear
up.
Dr. Drew in my head. Well, what's what happens when you get molested at a young age by an uncle. Josh Potter is
just-
the hairiest motherfucker.
He's very hairy. He's got the hairy shoulders. He was doing shoulder porn.
Yeah. I have had a number. Obviously, I told flying dildos as a bit one time. That's a true story. But we went to the Bananan Bar.
The Bananan Bar?
Banana. It's a banana bar,
Oh, I see.
and but it's the Bananan Bar.
Mm-hmm.
And so we shot something for Showtime at the Banana Bar. We spent the whole day and worked there. So I met all the bouncers and I hung out with everyone. It was great. It was a great day. So one day I'm flying to Tanzania, and I get sidebar to the story, which is really interesting. As I checked into the flight to Amsterdam, so we had a layover in Amsterdam, the lady said, "Your seat is the most interesting seat that we have on planes." I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "You're in seat 1A. This is a double-decker plane, and you will be able to see directly out the front of the plane because of the pilot's
Configuration of it.
The I had the very front seat, the single front seat, and my window was at the front of the plane. And I was like, I am trading that out right now. I cannot sit there like an eagle and fly to Amsterdam. So I traded with someone, and they were like, "You serious?" And I was like, I cannot sit there. I want to sit on the top deck. I would rather be in the top deck and not see anything.
Yeah.
So we get stuck in Amsterdam. I'm with my camera person. Her name's Laura. You know when people do that with their names?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shit. It's Laura.
So I remember I went to college with a girl named Mary Lynn.
Are you going to interrupt all my stories?
Yeah.
So, wait, her name was Mary Lynn?
Yeah, and I was like, "Hey, Mary," and it snapped. She was like, "It's Mary Lynn." I was like,
Sure.
"I
pronounce it cunt. So Laura, I fucked her name. I fucked her name up as long. She's a cool.
Laura. It sounds like a real Spanish lady.
No, blonde hair, blue eyes. Looks a lot.
But I mean, that's how you say Laura in Spanish. You say Laura.
Yeah, I don't know. She's
like a real spick. You say Laura.
Yeah. Laura.
Yeah.
So we both get stuck in Amsterdam, and I said to her, "What do you want to do tonight? We should go out, have dinner or something, go get a nice steak." I said, "I'll tell you what I'd like to do. I'd like to stop by a cafe, get some weed, get high, have a steak, and maybe go get a late night cocktail and then call it a night, get up early, we'll fly to Tanzania." She says, "There's a place called the Banana Bar." I said, "I know it really well." She goes, "I want to go to the Banana Bar."
This is who saying this?
My camera person,
Okay.
Laura. And so she goes, I said, "Well, I know the guys there. We can go there." I said, "But you know what it is, right? Like they put a banana in their pussy and then you eat it out of their pussy." And she's like, "No, I know exactly what it is. I've wanted to do this. I've heard about this. I heard it's crazy." I said, "Yeah." And then she's like, "They shoot stuff out of their pussies." And I said, "Well, yeah, but like," I got to be honest with you. We do have a working relationship. And technically, I think I was a producer on Trip Flip at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I am technically your boss. I gotta, like, I don't know how that works."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Hey, what are you, a bitch?" She goes, "Let's go to the fucking Banana Bar." And I was like, "That's what I like," right? So we got high as shit. We have a great steak dinner. We go to the Banana Bar. We're high as we smoke a joint outside the Banana Bar. We roll up, and the dudes at the front are like, "The Machine." And I go, "Fuck yeah." We go in. I said, my friend Laura wants to do the Banana Bar experience. And they're like, "Cool." So they set us up, private room, like off to the side, bar. Girl comes up naked on the bar, sits on the bar, and she goes, "This is how it works. We do the 3-part thing for the Banana Bar. We do the whole body touch, feel, massage. You rub me up with oil all over. we do the banana bar experience where you eat the banana out of my pussy. And then we do a nice facial massage. And I go, well, we're not doing the rub your body with oil because I don't think I can do that with my coworker. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
And she's a chick. And I think she was married. I'm married. And I'm like, we'll skip that. And Laura's like, I want to do the fucking banana experience. And I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I go, but I'm pretty fucking high. And I just had a steak. And I was like, I wouldn't mind a facial massage. She's like, okay, well, then we'll start with the facial massage. Just skip the body touch and we just do the facial massage. She goes, lay back onto the bar, lay back, close your eyes. And so I lay back onto the bar, close my eyes. And she puts her pussy on my nose and starts rubbing it. And I'm like, and I hear Laura laughing, and she goes, you thought it was a massage? And I'm laughing so hard into her asshole. Her pussy's on my nose. Her asshole's on my mouth. And I'm going, and she can't fucking, and I'm just shaking and shaking and shaking. She gets done, and I was like that. I couldn't stop fucking laughing.
Oh my
But yeah,
God.
I'm going back to the banana bar. I'll do the massage thing now, right? Yeah, no fucking employees. Rub some titties.
Yeah.
Some titties.
There you go. You're getting fired up. I
I'm
like it.
fucking ready for Amsterdam, bro. Amsterdam's one of those cities that you can fucking light that bitch up.
Yeah.
There's Amaran, Sri Lanka. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone.
I don't know. I'm saying names of places.
Jesus Christ.
If you were gonna go, if you were like, yo,
Yeah.
like total purge night.
Purge.
You get like a full purge. Where, like if you went to Sierra Leone, I don't know anything about Sierra Leone.
Dude,
obviously.
you do not want to go on a fucking purge to Sierra Leone.
Give me some talking points on Sierra Leone. I want to know more about Sierra Leone. All I know is General Butt Naked lived there. They smoke brown. Everyone's on. That's their flag. They don't even look like they tried. They're like just fucking whatever colors you got left.
Okay.
Do you know that Amsterdam's flag is similar to Berlin's flag or Germany's flag? They're just
Really?
yeah. Netherlands.
Well, this looks very French, right? Isn't this like kind of like the French flag, or no? Am I wrong?
wouldn't be shocked if they had been colonized
Well, yeah.
by the frogs.
Yeah, I would think so.
I'd be cool to Sierra Leone.
It is bordered by Liberia and Guinea.
Liberia is where Liberia was the. Do you know the story about Liberia? I could be making this up. Liberia, Tom, is the place when in the fucking 1900s they were like, yo, maybe 1900s, 1800s. They were like, yo, slavery's over. If you want a free ride back to Africa, we'll send you. And they were like, cool, let's go to Liberia. So they put a whole couple ships, probably planes. No, not planes. They didn't have planes
Not
yet.
planes.
Couple ships. They sent them to Liberia. And you know the first thing they did there is they created slavery.
Really? In Liberia?
I don't know.
The
Can you Google that? I'm almost certain that happened.
the British colonized Sierra Leone.
What a beautiful name for like a pretty sketchy place to party.
Yeah, I don't think it's really your party spot.
Like all I know about Sierra Leone. Did Liberia invent slavery? That's no.
Liberia's
Free slaves, dude. I come out with fucking half-court shots sometimes of knowledge. It was founded by free people of color from the United States.
Look at that name. Look at the name.
Liberia?
Yeah, Liberty, Liberia, like freedom. So they're freed people, right?
Shit, yeah.
Probably. I mean,
I'm fucking getting hammered.
no, you have been there. Oh, look at their flag. It's just like, hey, there's that. Hey,
Wow, talk about unoriginal. We might have stolen rock and roll from black people, but they took our flag. What, is that bad? I hate when people do that. When you say something that you don't think is bad, and then people go, oh my God. Eddie, was that Blad?
Eddie, was that black of him?
I mean, that's like,
Super black of you.
thank you, Eddie. But what is it? Like, that is a bullshit fucking flag, January 7th.
Well, I think it's probably done.
It's done after our flag.
No, that part's obvious. I'm saying like maybe it's the star represents just like the one people freed slaves. If that's who,
Oh, you were,
right?
Come on.
You don't think so?
No.
What does it represent then?
Do you think they were going to take? They were like, we'll start with one.
No,
we'll
just
take over
hit
the rest of Africa.
hit the Liberia. Do
Do you think we're losing fans
wiki.
in Liberia?
Maybe.
Are there white people in Liberia?
There, history of Liberia. Okay. Founded by free people of color from the United States, both free and recently emancipated, was funded and organized by the American Colonization Society. Of the 4,500 immigrants who arrived in Liberia, only 1,800 survived. Damn.
Ooh. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Those were tough times back then.
Okay.
This is what you got to love about this podcast. It's a lot of shits and giggles, but then you learn something.
You certainly.
And right now, what we're doing is we're putting into your brain just enough information that you won't remember where you got it from, but you'll be at a dinner party.
Yeah.
And you'll go,
Good point.
Liberia is like, it's like great slave, like something about slaves, something, right?
One of the most exciting things about a new year is that you have no idea what adventures are in store for you. From new travel experiences to new jobs or picking up new skills, there's no better way to prepare for 2023 than by learning a new language with Babbel. Babbel is the language learning app that's sold more than 10 million subscriptions. Thanks to Babbel's addictively fun and easy bite-sized language lessons, you can feel confident no matter where the new year takes you. I've been using Babbel for almost a year now. It is such a great way to spend your time, to use your mind. Instead of scrolling through photos and watching videos, you're actually learning. You're doing something positive. With Babbel, you only need 10 minutes to complete a lesson, so you can start having a real-life conversation in a new language in as little as 3 weeks. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, videos, stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. Right now, get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/bears. That's BABBEL.com/bears for up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life.
They stole our flag. Liberia they're full of flag stealing slaves, I think, if I'm not mistaken. What the fuck, dude?
People will be like,
dude, this is the crazy thing about cancel culture is that you can't get in trouble from Liberia, right? I mean, what are they going to protest us?
Yeah, it's true.
And then what, because I got in trouble by countries I don't go to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Liberian flag. You gotta look it up now. Liberian flag history. Put that. Yeah, because now we gotta at least know something about that flag.
The board of directors of Liberia?
Okay.
I think
the
you're
flag
right.
design was adopted about a month later and had declared independence. The nation had a celebration. There was a flag.
Monrovia.
It's not okay. Oh, flag of Liberia.
The 11 stripes represent
the signatories of the Declaration of Independence. The red and white symbolize courage and excellence. The white star represents the first independent republic in Africa. And the blue represents the continent of Africa. Not of,
Oh, yeah, but when was our flag started and when was their flag started?
No, they definitely came after.
Okay.
Flag. Yeah. No. You got that. If your beef is with the freed slaves of Liberia, you win. We definitely had it first. You're like, these fucking assholes. They've had it so easy and they took our flag.
These Liberian motherfuckers. These guys are stealing all our shit. Do you think there's anyone in Liberia that listens to this podcast?
Yes.
You think so for real?
I think there's at least somebody.
Really?
Yeah. I think so.
No way.
There's somebody.
Say the most horrible thing in the world.
There's somebody who knows somebody in Liberia for sure.
There's someone outraged about this right now.
Yeah. Wait, what countries have been mad at you that you don't go to?
South Africa.
What for? What?
I said shantytown when I meant look. I don't want to bring it up again. They got really upset, and I felt bad because I really.
You said it on this podcast?
No, I said it on Rogan, which is like,
oh God,
fucking.
You said I was in a shantytown.
I was in whatever they're called. They're not called shantytowns. They're called
favelas. No, that's
even more racist.
That's Brazil.
Townships. I was in a township, and I called it a shantytown. But I was drunk and I misspoke, and then a bunch of people were like, a bunch of people tried to say that townships are beautiful places to live.
And
I from my experience, I noticed something a little different, and so you can only speak from your own experience, and that was my experience. But I called it a shanty town. That's where I fucked up.
Yeah,
and they fucking hated me. I'll never do South Africa again because of it. I guess they protest me. All the woke white people in South Africa.
it's always the
How
whites.
woke? On a scale of 1 to 10,
What?
how woke do you think a woke South African is? Like, if you brought him to America and you took him to a party of like Hollywood liberals, how quick? You think he'd say something they were like, what the fuck?
Because he's a South African.
Well, yeah, I
woke?
mean, South African dudes are like, first of all, they're all Dutch. You know that, right?
Well, yeah.
They got big fucking hands. They have big fucking hands. They do. And they're like, bleh. That's how they talk.
Bick.
Bick.
Will be Bick.
Will be Bick.
Yeah.
Bleh. Bleh. That's all I remember then. And big drinkers.
Pleasure.
Hard parties. That put a tire on his neck, light him on fire. That's what the guy said.
Yeah.
Fucking scared the shit. Yeah, it scared the shit out of me. So my one takeaway from South Africa is that guy telling me I partied with some cool. I love South Africa. I'm bummed because South Africa is fucking gorgeous. You were there with Finesse Mitchell.
I was there with Finesse, Ian Bagg, Christina, Mitch Fatel. Who else? Yeah, there's a.
What's it like when you do a festival with your wife? Is it different because you guys are kind of a team?
Well, I mean, we were just we didn't have reference to it in the show. We had our spots were like a few apart, so there wasn't like. And now, so we were just like doing 20-minute sets, just standard.
I was thinking about. I can tell you the names, but I don't want to. But there's a dude who I think we both think is the most brilliant comic in the country.
Yeah,
easily, and he's dating a female comic, and I find them both fucking hilarious. And I want him to. Well, I don't want to say because I don't know if they. I guess you could say, Chad Daniels is dating Kelsey Cook.
Ah, okay.
And Chad Daniels is fucking hilarious. Kelsey Cook is fucking hilarious, and it's so funny. This is horrible, but I wanted them to do the cruise. I don't know if we got them or not because we haven't put offers out yet. But I get weird. I get weird, and in my brain way of like selfish. Spend time with people way that I don't want couples together because I'm afraid I'll get alienated.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah. But you know how that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and so, but they're both so fucking funny, and I was wondering. So I was like, oh,
did you tour with her? I forget.
I did. She's so goddamn funny. She's hilarious, but Chad Daniels is like. Chad Daniels is. I mean, you know him probably better than I do.
We did an Asian tour together.
He is fucking a gangster on stage.
He really is.
Dude, he just did 2 specials in Madison.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He taped 2 different hours on the same night.
It's the thing. Like, it's the thing that people.
What?
I don't know the right way to say this because I don't want to sound like I'm being shitty towards any of my good friends.
Yeah.
But I have to say the compliment I give to Chad Daniels is Chad Daniels has been doing stand-up under the radar, I guess you could argue, meaning he's not been doing specials out on Netflix or whatever. He's been doing it kind of under the radar for 25 years, 26 years.
Yeah.
And when you do it that long, kind of like in the shadows, when you decide to peek your head out, people are blown the fuck away. He so goddamn.
He stayed in like the middle of the fucking woods.
Yeah, because he was a guy like you, kind of I say this a little bit, but he did. Did I interrupt you?
No.
Go ahead, say it.
No, I didn't.
Say it.
No, I didn't say it. I wasn't going to say
go ahead. I'm trying to learn to listen better.
I'm okay.
He said. He did what I did not do, in that he put his family first and moved to Minnesota and raised a family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then toured and was like, I'm a stand-up. I don't need millions of dollars.
Yeah,
I need a couple $100,000.
Yeah,
make sure we keep everyone afloat. Send everyone to college.
Yeah,
and then when it's my time and I'm 50 years old and my kids are in college, I'll go out and tour and I'll do some specials.
Yeah,
really kind of fucking noble.
Yeah, he's A+, man. He really is. He's really
so funny. That was an interesting tour. There's a documentary about it, right?
Yeah, I think you should kill.
Shot it.
Yeah, Lewis Lee funded it. He owns Acme in Minneapolis. I Need You to Kill, yeah. And it's him, Pete Lee.
Pete Lee
myself,
is Leanne's favorite
and-
fucking comedian.
Really?
She sends me videos of Pete Lee all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Was I on it?
No, I don't think you're there in Hong Kong with us.
No, that looks like me.
In the middle? That's me. That's me.
God, look how young Chad. Look how young those two. Look how young all you guys are. What year is that?
It's 2014 we filmed it in, I think. Late 2014? I think. Or maybe it was, oh yeah, late 2014 going into 15, I want to say. I can't remember. Well, that's when it came out, though. It was filmed.
Pete Lee, you and Chad Daniels are three funny motherfuckers.
It was fun. It was fun as shit, man. We did
I saw a
Hong
bunch of
Kong,
documentary.
Singapore, and Macau. You seen the documentary?
Yeah,
It's really
I
fun.
think I watched it.
Yeah, we really had a good time. I want to say we were there in during 2015 at some time. 2014 or 15. I don't know why I keep tying on to that.
When did your first Netflix special air?
March of 2014. I recorded it in November of 2013. So this definitely came out after that. I mean, was recorded after that, but I hadn't yet done the second special. So it must have been either late in 14 or early in 15, I think.
I wish I had the fucking. I wish I had the Rogan effect in on Bertcast, because there's people that I find so fucking funny, like Chad Daniels and Pete Lee.
Oh, and put them on.
Yeah, but I wish I could really pop people the way Rogan did it for us.
Yeah.
Is that Rogan was such a gift to be able to put us over on a larger platform, and so I mean Chad Daniels already does great. He's selling out every fucking everywhere he goes to, but I think he should be bigger.
Yeah.
I think same with Pete Lee. They're such funny. Ian Bagg. There are so many guys that are amazingly funny.
But
They've
then
been
you'll
doing it for years and just are flawless.
Yeah.
Imagine, I mean, both me and you just did this. We just
Have you watched your cuts yet?
I saw the first one.
You did watch it?
Yeah.
I still haven't watched mine.
Yeah. It got to me yesterday. I watched the beginning. My shoulders look great.
Your
That's all I care about.
Your
Isn't that
shoulders?
crazy?
Yeah.
Because I know I'm fat in it, but I want to see my shoulders.
Yeah, they look good.
I saw one cut that looked really good.
Such a crazy person.
But Chad Daniels did 2 specials in one night, 2 different
It's
specials.
crazy. That is insane. For people that don't know, that is insane. I mean, I don't know if there's another human being alive that would do that or that can do that.
I couldn't do.
2 separate hours in a night?
I
You have to be kidding me.
I couldn't. And by the way, that's why I say when you go, I know he's selling out, he should be doing bigger venues, because I can't do that.
Maybe this will lead to that too. You know, that's the other thing is you don't know when people's, time just comes and things just pop for them, because it happens
He's
all the
got
time.
such a wealth of material.
So many hours.
So many hours. I mean, it's funny that Leanne has fallen in love with him and Pete Lee, and they will send me Instagram clips of their stand up. You know he's sleeping in tattoos. Hey, do me a favor. What was I gonna say? What was I just gonna say?
Something about tattoos?
No.
Leanne's a big fan.
I don't care. Fucking remember. That's amazing. That flooded out of my head so quick.
Yeah. How big she's a fan? You mean?
She's a big fan. She's a big fan.
Thanks, Leanne.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, me and you have been busting our fucking ass
Yeah.
too.
Where's the fucking phone call from Leanne for me?
I wish I didn't care about money. I care. I feel like I'm worried that I'll run out.
Yeah.
I would so many people.
Somebody saw my tour schedule and they were like, "How much money do you need?"
They said that a lot at the fucking roast for Whitney for me. Right. I look at I'll tell you. I kind of talked to you about this a little bit earlier in private, but Stavros does not give a fuck about money. Chris DiStefano does not give a fuck.
But you're just
money.
assuming this?
No, I know this. Chris DiStefano had a conversation. He was a guest bearer. Nadav, did you see that clip?
I mean, it was a while ago. Remind me what.
We
what
both
part?
got emotional about being parents.
I remember that.
I remember that,
Yeah, and then he was saying how much money, how much is it worth? And I wonder if I'm a horrible person, but I was like, all of it. You leverage all of it. That's how it works. My brain. I remember talking to Stavros, and he was saying, and he's doing phenomenal right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't. Like he's like, yeah, I just had to take time off. I just don't give a fuck. He walked away from one of the fucking biggest podcasts
Oh yeah, yeah.
and just said like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm on to the next thing. You realize the horrible things you could do to me on this podcast, and I still would not leave. I'd be like, it's a good paycheck.
It is a good paycheck.
Yeah, it's a good paycheck. Like I respect that in those guys. I respect it, but I'm curious. I don't get it. Like Cumtown was the biggest. I mean, like, I wonder. Okay, all right. I wonder how much of America sees that.
But here's the thing. There's a difference. There's a thing about being in entertainment that is different than all like other reasonable, logical things, regular jobs. And it is when you go, I have a vision of what I'm going to do. And there's times where like you actually turn down reasonable, logical things that make sense. You actually came to mind thinking of that exact thing. Man, I just smelled whatever you blew out like 10 seconds later.
It was bad. It was running the bottom of my heart.
It smelled.
Hey, I need more ice, by the way.
It smelled.
Someone's turning it up a notch, baby.
Like somebody's asshole was
But
up
that's
against
in my body.
nose.
It's inside me.
Holy shit, I want to fucking throw up. But
If Rogan texts you, just tell him I look fucking great. Look at my fucking arm, though. Keep going. Keep going.
You came to mind because you could have pursued and just gone along with a re-up on your Travel Channel thing. And so it's a similar kind of mentality when you think about it. When your Travel Channel contract was up, you had a good enough relationship to be like, I'm excited to do this again, and just happily take that contract.
Yeah, no, I was like, go. I mean, like,
but if your goal was I got to get that solid job again, well, you'd have that job.
But
you'd get that job.
I only did that. I only left. I mean, I've said this ad nauseum, but the only reason I could afford to leave. Thank you, buddy.
Here, I got it for you.
The only reason I could afford to leave was that because I have friends like you and Rogan, and Burr was very pivotal in that moment of just supporting me to get me there. Like I think about Stavros a lot because Stavros and Chris Stefano, maybe Giannis, probably Schultz. Like a lot of those guys, they don't think of money the way they think of money the way Ari thinks of money.
Well, I don't know if I would lump them all together. Also, like
Schultz makes a great living, so I think he can probably sit back and I think it's probably cool to be able to calculate like what do I want to do? What do I, I think I got a success later in life, maybe. So maybe I was a little more like
you're like I can't let this go.
I'm fucking. There's the one joke that they made nonstop at that roast was, I'm on the road nonstop. I'm on the road non-fucking stop.
Yeah,
but yeah. I mean I think also.
But is that why you care so much? You think because you hit success later that you're like?
I think so. I think it was.
I
think I was lucky to hit it later because I appreciate it. I appreciate it maybe more. I'm guessing. I think everyone appreciates their success.
Yeah.
But I think I definitely know what it's like to be an old loser. Like to be an older dude in the club that people look over their shoulder. I definitely remember that. I remember that vividly. I remember dudes that like legit guys coming up to me and going, so "You're funny," and I was like, "Yeah."
You know what I just remembered right now?
What
you told me. And this is before you hit it.
Yeah.
That you were in the holidays. You were back in Tampa, and you had a show at the Tampa Improv, and that a bunch of people came out, like your family, friends, a bunch of people, and then you guys went somewhere. I think it was Tampa afterwards to like celebrate, just like you're back home. And then one of your friends was like, how much you get paid for that? And you're like, what do you think? And he ganked your check out of your hand. And he's like, oh my God, guys. And then he was like, oh.
Yeah.
Because that was still like papering the room.
I can tell you that guy's name.
Yeah. And he was like, that's not very much. And you're like, oh, thanks. Took the check back. And you're like, thanks a lot.
That guy has a $5 million house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? He sent me his address for Christmas.
You looked it up and looked up the value?
I always do. He sent me his address for he asked for my address, and I was like, okay. So I sent it to him. I was like, we should probably send him an address. And
send him an address.
I should get his address and send him a card or whatever.
Yeah.
And his house is pretty fucking nice. $5 million. Yeah. I remember that very vividly. That's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he looked at my check next time I go in Tampa, I think he'd be a little shocked.
I'm sure he would be. It also wouldn't be from the Tampa Improv. It would be from like wherever the fucking hockey team
So
plays.
weird. You know what's so cool about us is that we had the opportunity to be losers. Like in the working to get to where you are. Like very few careers, I think there's like if you're a surgeon, you know where you're ending up, right?
Right.
If you're a lawyer, you know where you're ending up. But when you're a comic, you're not guaranteed that. So there's a real kind of like moment where you got to be cool with not making money. You got to almost like fucking go like, and maybe that's where Stavros and those guys come from. Is they're like, I already accepted. I don't give a fuck about money.
I mean, that's the thing is that I accepted that it was reality that I didn't have money, but I was also felt like, I make it less about money. I was like, I'm going to be successful in this.
I didn't think I'd be successful. I thought I'd be able to pay. I thought I'd be able to pay rent, but I didn't think I'd ever be able to pay a mortgage with stand up or podcasting. I didn't even know that was a thing. But so I think about that now, and I go, my friends graduated college and they got in, and anyone listening to this has to realize I'm coming from a very different generation.
Yeah,
it's like all my friends. There was no internet. There was no there was no famous comedians when I was a kid. There was Carlin Pryor, Eddie Murphy. Like Cosby, if you said, "Are you into comedy?" You had to really be into comedy.
Yeah,
and so it's crazy to me to think that. Like when I got into this, I didn't know you could do the road. I didn't even know what stand-up would do. I just knew I liked it, and I didn't know what you could do with it. I didn't think there was any money to be made from it. I don't think anyone thought there was any money. I think everyone was like, oh, it's something to do for a couple of years, and then you get into...
I remember sitting managers of clubs down and, like, basically threatening them. Like, learning more and more about how that business works and explaining to them how they were fucking me. And
I remember that. I remember being in cars after you did that with other managers who told me about when you did that to those managers on Monday mornings driving to the airport. And they're like, so you're friends with Tom, right? And I was like, yeah, really good friends. They're like, what the fuck's up with your boy? I remember that vividly.
Well, I would do things. I was like, hold on. So I got this bullshit guarantee and no fucking bonus. But look at and I would like break down the ticket sales to them. I go, so you're fucking you're raping me is what you're doing. And they were like, I am not. I was like, you're a rapist.
Yeah.
And then
I remember that car ride in Columbus driving back with Dave.
Yeah.
He was like, what's up with your boy Tommy? That's so fucking. And I remember telling your wife, secret time. I remember saying vividly, and she could probably recall this conversation, do not listen to your husband. He does not know what he's doing. He is not the person you should listen to. Trust me. You go to the Toledo Funny Bone. You pay your dues. You'll build a following. I go, Tom, and she's like, well, Tom wants us to do rock venues. And I was like, Tom doesn't know what he's doing. Trust me. And then I remember I was dropping off Georgia. She was in 6th grade, and you called and you said, you need to get the fuck out of Philly, out of the comedy club. You need to do the Troc. And I went, what? And you go, I'm sending the guys info.
That's right.
And I'm sending him your stuff right now. And I was like, I remember like, Tom, I'm burning bridges. Like, I built this relationship.
That's right.
And it's so funny. And then I remember going from doing 6 shows at the Helium to 6 shows at the Troc.
Yeah.
Which was like every show was 3 times the size of and I was like, what the fuck? You're like, trust me. And that's what's crazy by the way, I hope everyone understands I love Stavros and Giannis and all the guys we're talking about. I love them, but like I spent so much time in those funny bones that I got indoctrinated. Like I got indoctrinated that you gotta party with the waitstaff. You gotta be cool as fuck. You gotta tip out. You gotta do whatever they say. If they send a shot on stage, you take it. Like, and I'm not saying that all the guys I mentioned didn't get to enjoy those nights, but I enjoyed them. Like I did crazy shit on the road with wait staffs, like going to barn parties for 10 years. Mm-hmm. It's crazy that
you were like when you left the clubs, you were like the club guy.
I was definitely,
yeah.
I would do stuff to make sure people hung out at the bar afterwards so they could still get their money in the bar.
Yeah, and
like crazy.
Like Bert would play clubs and they were like, it's Friday and we don't have alcohol for tomorrow. They would sell out of their fucking booze on Friday.
I remember we did that in Helium. I came in on Saturday and we had sold them out of all their alcohol on Friday because Joe Flacco, shout out to Joe Flacco. Yeah, right?
What?
Joe Flacco was behind the bar making drinks.
What?
Dude, it was Joe Flacco showed up with his friends. They were all like Delco boys or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And they all showed up. They all partied. And like we did the meet and greet. And one guy, Joe Flacco, right? That's his name. He played for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Flacco.
Way to go, Joe.
Him and his buddies came over and they were like, they took a picture and they said hi. He was very cool, like very, very cool. And then kind of started to leave.
Is he still in the league?
No, he can't be. He's got to be. That was 10 years ago. Has Joe Flacco retired?
We could have just. He's still
No,
playing
he's still
football.
in.
Yeah,
He's still in. He was a very cool dude. By the way, he's fucking aggressively big.
he's huge.
He's a big fucking dude.
Yeah.
So he's in the line and we say hi and his friends are like, and one of his boys is like, "Yo, bro, you know it's Joe Flacco, right?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Joe Flacco's at your fucking show. I'm boys with him. We brought him. Dude, he fucking loved you." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I was like, and we still had my whole thing was like, I thought I only was valuable to the clubs if I could make sure they sold a ton of booze. So I always wanted to come back next year.
Yeah.
And I was always like, so I was like, "Yo, guys, why don't you come out?" I didn't like say, "Hey, Joe." I was like, "Hey, guys, why don't you come back, have a drink?" And they're like, "Okay." And then he's fucking, I want to say he's like 6'5".
Yeah.
And I was like, "Dude,
big.
come on back." And he goes behind the bar and then he's like pouring drinks. And
This was where? This was at the Philly?
Philly Helium.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Joe Flacco's making drinks." And we drank so much booze that night. We stayed out until 5 in the. We kept the place open until 5 in the morning.
How do you recover from this shit? I always wonder how you do this.
I don't know. I think I do it better now. But the next day we showed up and they couldn't start the early show because they didn't have beer to serve to anyone. They didn't have any beer or booze to serve to anyone. They're like, "We can make whiskey gingers," and like that was it. And I remember I was like so proud. In my head, I was like, dude, that happened in Tampa. Tampa was I used to do that Call and Sick to Work show. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I do a Call and Sick to Work show for anyone that doesn't remember. I'll go and do radio, drink on radio, then go and do a show at like 11 o'clock in the morning. And I tell everyone, call sick to work on radio. I'll be like, call sick to work. Meet me at the club. We're going to do a morning show. And I did them all over the place, but I did one in Tampa that they drank them out of booze before I got to the club. And man, it was evident. That's when I gave out your phone number. I gave out your phone number and a guy was like, a guy stood up and he goes, "I have stage 4 brain cancer," in the middle of the show. And I was like, "Well, let me buy you a drink." He goes, "Rum and Diet Coke." I go, "Sir, make it a Coke. I mean, what do you care?" And then he collapsed. He hit his head and he died like a week later. That's true. Yeah. His son called me. He's like, "Hey man, my dad was the guy at your show. He's dead." Yeah. Cheers to that dude. He was a fucking cool dude. Front row.
How old was he?
This is pretty old. He was like 50.
That's not that old.
56. He's old like Rogan.
That's cool. It's cool.
I wish I had
he died.
I wish I had the stuff that like those guys have.
What?
Like I think Stefano's doing it right. Like he's spending time with his kids.
Yeah.
His kid. And Stavros is like getting like I love his. You see his Stavi gets in shape. This stuff.
No.
It's great. I respect those guys. I don't understand it. I think that's my thing. It's like I don't understand it. I chased money so much in my career because I never had it.
Yeah.
So like I
can identify with you very much on that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, of course. Also, there's this thing though. There can be an addiction to success. It's like you get a taste of success and you go like, I don't want that taste to go away. You know, when you look at the top performing, let's say, you know, movie people, what do you see in them? I think you see something that stands out very clearly. I'm talking about like Kevin Hart, The Rock, Mark Wahlberg, Tom Cruise, is that they were, you know, working actors, right? Or working comedian actor, whatever, wrestler, all this stuff. They get success and then they're like you get like addicted to being successful and having things like be and money is tied to it, but it's not all about money.
Yeah.
And so then what they do is what do you see in these guys? They're all are four of those guys I listed, very physical. They all are known for like working out night and day.
Yeah.
Being extremely driven and doing project after project after project after project. And is that like the end all be all of is that going to make them happy? I don't know, but I understand the mentality of like, I want what I do to be good and have it be a success.
I understand that. And as you said that, I went, God damn it. Do I have that? Like, all right, secret time. Everyone that listens to what I'm about to say has to love me with all your heart. Okay. Because I'm being vulnerable and that's part of this podcast. Don't be a cunt about what I'm about to say.
Okay.
I do enjoy getting recognized. I do enjoy it.
I know.
It makes me feel nice. Like it makes me feel like the thing I've worked so hard at doing.
Yeah.
People recognize. And
I can tell that you genuinely enjoy it.
I genuinely enjoy it. And I wonder, sometimes I do wonder silently to myself what that would feel like if it just went away. If it went away and then like would I don't know that maybe when I was younger I noticed it more. Now I don't notice it as much, but like today going through the Austin airport, I actually got recognized so much that I was like, and it was a little annoying, you know, that Peter was like, yo, can we do this walking? Because like so many people want to take pictures.
Yeah.
That I am very cognizant to say, no, it's fine. Because I always feel like it's going away. I always feel like it's on its way out.
Yeah,
so I go, no, I don't mind taking a picture with everyone. And it's so funny because I wonder if that's what Tom Cruise has. I identify a lot with Tom Cruise. I
was with you for a minute.
Me and Tom Cruise are so similar. Me and him would be boys. He could get me into Scientology in a heartbeat.
Oh, I'm sure he could.
100%.
If Tom Cruise was like, I can get somebody into Scientology, I'd be like, I'd like to see it. And then if they put you in the room, I'd be like, this is a case closed.
I'm just holding on to the ski ropes all.
Yeah, you'd be in. You'd be in.
I just.
What do you identify with about him?
The working part. I have a hard time. Well, because I busy myself knowing that it'll take away time that I get to think. So like I pack my schedule. I pack it so that I go, I'm home. Let's just do something. I don't want to be sitting home alone. What am I going to do sitting in? My house is dead. George is gone. It's dead. Isla's at school. I'm just sitting there with fucking 4 dogs and fucking 9 cats or whatever the fuck Leanne has. And then Leanne walks in. She's like, I just went to workout class. And then I'm just sitting there in the fucking house. So if I'm not working, I go, what am I fucking doing? Mm-hmm. I might as well work. Dude, I heard some dude on Fishnet. TikTok? Am I having a stroke? I heard a guy on why am I saying Fishnet? I want to say it again.
I don't know.
TikTok talk about how many weeks he has left, right?
He's sick?
No.
Oh.
He just goes, I'm not living past 100.
Oh.
So then I got 6,000 weeks left, right?
Oh.
And that's what I'm doing the math wrong, I'm certain. How many weeks is 50 years? Will you take it? So let's just say I have 2,600 weeks left.
I mean, God damn, that's if you get to 100?
I'm probably getting there. I wouldn't be shocked.
Okay. Okay.
2,000 weeks left, right?
Yeah, let's pare it down. 2,000.
Well, hold on. How many weeks is 2,000 weeks? Find out what 2,000 weeks
Well,
is.
it's very close.
Well, no, but it's not. But it's not 50.
No,
but it's fucking 600 weeks is like 5 years.
Okay.
Just swipe out the thing and do the thing.
It's 40. It's about 40.
Okay,
years.
so I'll get to 90. I'm definitely getting 90. Okay, so I have 2,000 weeks left, right?
Yeah.
I have 2,000 weeks left, motherfucker. Oh my God, that just gave me an anxiety attack. I have 2,000 weeks left. I have 2,000 weeks left.
I would honestly.
I gotta stop doing stand up. All I do is fucking.
I would say
Oh
you
my
got.
God, how many weeks do you think of stand up
best,
I've done?
I think you have 1,400 weeks left.
2,000.
1,400
Bullshit.
weeks.
What's 1,400 weeks?
It's another 10 years. So you're at 80. You'll live to be 80.
No.
You're not gonna be 90, dude.
I'm gonna live to 90. I definitely will, unless it's like something tragic, like I got attacked by a wolf. Like I'm definitely living to 90. I'm definitely living to 90.
Really?
Yeah, I would be shocked if I died at all. Like if you can I tell you a cool story?
Yeah, sure.
Dude survives World War II. Right?
Who does?
This guy. I don't fucking know his name.
Okay.
Gets shot in the leg. It's a cool fucking. It's a good transition too.
Okay.
Survives World War II. He was at Pearl Harbor. Him and his best friend that he grew up with were on the Arizona. Gets shot in the leg. And by the way, if you heard this in the same podcast I did, shut the fuck up. Shot in the leg. Climbs down a rope. Gets into a boat. Lives to 99 years old.
99.
Just died recently.
Okay.
Gets cremated, and he has divers take him down to his in the Arizona, take him down to his thing and put his ashes down where his position was.
Holy shit. Yeah.
You know why I said it? I'm gonna get emotional because he said I've seen people buried in graves. No one goes to their grave after a while. But people will be coming here, hopefully,
Oh wow.
for the rest of the world. Oh, motherfucker. Don't you want to die in a fucking, I don't want to go be just buried.
No.
And then, and then no one gives a fuck unless you're Marilyn Monroe. Dude, we're okay comics on Netflix. Like,
Yeah.
no one's coming by our graves.
No, I know.
We're not Jim Morrison. We're not Kurt Cobain.
Of course.
We're just
But
guys.
I don't care if the masses come by my grave.
Oh, I don't want to be forgotten.
This is a big difference between us.
Oh, I don't want to be forgotten at all.
I think I'm pretty.
We should get buried together. We should, and then people will always come by our graves. A mausoleum.
A mausoleum.
Would be, dude, hear me out.
Okay.
We do a big mausoleum.
Where?
Florida.
Florida?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Do it in Florida. Right. And
You know, if we pick a really shitty part of the state, we could have a really big one.
go to Ocala.
They go to Belglade or something. Just have a fucking you 10,000 square foot mausoleum in Belglade.
We got to Stewart, Florida. Oh, we have a huge mausoleum. We built our own mausoleums next door to each other, right?
Yeah.
Just massive, and all our families can be buried there. And it's like it turned it into like the Arm and Hammer. We have huge, and that's the only thing in fucking Stewart, Florida. And we just build I don't want to fucking be buried under earth. I don't think I want to be in a mausoleum. You're gonna be of course you're gonna be cremated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? What the fuck, dude?
Why don't you want to be cremated?
Because it's stupid. You just then get burned, and then it's not a lot of ash. They say. Nope. It's a handful.
Okay.
You turn into this? No. I want something big. I know I'm crazy, but I wonder if people are listening to this going yeah, I want something big also. I want to be remembered. Don't you want to be remembered? Don't you want people to talk about you for the rest of your life?
Well, I'm dead.
Your dad said something to you when he passed, before he passed. I don't know if you've shared this, and you can edit this out.
Yeah.
He goes, buddy, just remember life goes on. I said it to my dad. My dad goes, that's the fucking truth. Life goes fucking on. Life goes on.
Yeah.
I don't want it to. I don't want it to.
He said the world goes on.
Is that what it is? Yeah, I don't want it to. I want it to stop for a little while and remember me. Like I don't want it to go on.
He's totally serious.
I'm not even fucking around at all.
Yeah.
I'm really not fucking around. But like, doesn't everyone feel like that a little bit?
I mean, probably a little bit. I mean, everybody wants to be acknowledged. Everybody wants to be seen. I think more people feel like that about other people. Like you want, like your dad or your sibling, or you want people to recognize the people close to you.
Have you done anything? By the way, I'm drunk. So if we edit this out, we can. Have you done anything like to set up? Because your dad was like a big help people out guy.
Yeah.
Are you doing stuff like that?
I mean, I kind of got into some philanthropy, but I haven't like set up like a foundation in his name.
But like, is that the thing you do to keep your name moving on?
I mean, that's
like
what
you look at like benches in a park, and it's got like the Ethel Merman bench, and then you're
people
like,
you can do that for people. I mean, it's not out of the question that I would do something like that for him, but it just depends. I mean, depends on the person you're trying to honor and keep their. I mean, he's like you though. He loved recognition.
Really?
Oh my God. He absolutely glowed at recognition. I mean, he's like, you see this in the paper today. They called me. They wanted my opinion on this thing. Yeah. Take a look. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, pretty neat. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, do you read it? I go, yeah, I just fucking saw it. I see it. And he loved people when he'd come to my shows and people would stop him. He would like, I'd be like, let's go. He's like, people want a picture with me. And he'd be like, take these weird fucking photos. He loved it. And I'd be like, let's go. And he's like, Tommy, I'm with the fans. I'm like, oh my God.
I can't believe I never met him and I never get to meet him.
Yeah. Well, you will in about 1,600 weeks.
Oh, fuck me. I thought today was gonna suck. It's been such a great day.
It's been fun.
It's been such a great fucking day. Have you met my dad?
A few times, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I'm so happy right now. Why does this happen? I get so happy, like in these moments when I'm drinking and we're partying, and then all of a sudden I go, "That's the thing we're chasing."
I made fun of you on stage because we both have like a bit about each other.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this person was like, "Hey," I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "We love Bert," like defending you. I was like, "Oh boy," I go, "He's about to die," and I fucking
1,600. We should count it down.
Yeah.
And then when I die, I want merch sold of how many weeks I had left.
Yeah, and we can arrange that.
And just a number, just 800.
I mean, I'm giving you 30 years. All right.
30 years.
Yeah.
Ooh, that does seem like a lot. How old do you think you'll be?
When I die? Yeah. I think I'll be like late 70s.
My dad's sick right now with I think pneumonia.
With pneumonia?
Yeah.
Pneumonia's kind of serious for
older people. It is serious
people.
once you're 75. And I saw it for the first time in his eyes. I was like, oh shit, this is no joke. That's the thing. You got to avoid those fucking, you got to avoid that shit.
Yeah.
Those viruses that show up and then all of a sudden you're like fucking legit sick. And you're
well,
like,
yeah, I mean, that's
shit.
why COVID just wiped out the whole fucking elderly population, man. Like all those, they were the super vulnerable ones,
Yeah, that is fucking.
So, yeah.
I think I'm gonna. I'm definitely living to 75. I'm definitely living to 75.
Okay,
I'll definitely get 75. I think I get 80 easy. I think I get 80, and I think people will be like, "Can't believe he's still 80." Like,
yeah.
I think I'm gonna outlive Leanne. I'm pretty sure of that.
How come?
Well, I think that's the way the world works. Is this not fair? Like life isn't fair.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be like, oh, that's not fair.
Christina is adamant that she's going to outlive me. And I'm like,
Oh, no. No. We're all going to her funeral. We're all going to her funeral. And everyone's going to say, it should have been Bert.
yeah, she's like, because she has that cockroach Eastern European DNA. And yeah, she's been like, oh, she's like certain. But I mean, like, her mother died younger, not young, but
I remember
like
saying something to her.
And then, but her father's still alive. My father died. My mother's like a fucking anomaly, though.
Your mom's, oh yeah, it's fucking, she
hasn't gained a pound in 40 years. She eats toast and cookies and pastries and Starburst.
It's because
10 Starburst before she goes to bed.
It was so hard to kill a Peruvian back in the day.
Yeah.
Because they lived at different elevations.
Yeah.
And so Peruvians, man, the Spaniards will tell you this all day long. They couldn't get them.
Yeah.
You never hear a story about the Peruvian general that came down and lit all the Spaniards on fire inside the church?
Nope.
Get your mom to tell you about it. It's a good one.
My mom does not know that story.
Dude, Peruvians are hard to fucking kill.
Yeah. I don't know, though. I'm talking about genetics, and most of her siblings have died.
Well, you've got your mom's genetics. Look, it's like Who Lives Forever, right? Your mom's.
Yeah.
Your dad got fucked. It's not genetics. It's just fucking.
Yeah, it's probably Vietnam.
Yes, it is Vietnam.
Yeah.
But it's that your dad got fucked. My dad's still alive. My mom's still alive. My mom's like a fucking bull.
Yeah, he's got a brother that's still alive. That's 81.
Your dad?
My dad's brother is 81 still
For
alive.
real? Is he similar to your dad?
Yeah, very similar. They're very similar. He's a fucking rock biting lunatic.
Rock biting.
He flew. Listen to this.
Rock biting lunatic. Dude, there's two things you've said. There's two things you've said in this world that I repeat in my head. No, I mean under 4'11" with the hands.
Oh,
rock biting lunatic.
This savage flew over 600 missions in Vietnam.
They were both in Vietnam together?
Not together. And this guy was there a lot longer and just blowing up villages. like 600 missions each time. Think of that. Every time he took off, that's a chance that you don't come back. 600
is a fucking roll of the dice.
That's fucking crazy.
Shut up.
And just always just like mowing down places. Yeah. Like my dad would talk about Vietnam, like whatever you want to talk about. This guy, he's like,
he doesn't say a word.
No, he doesn't like to talk.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I swear. Yeah.
A rock biting lunatic.
Yeah.
God damn it. How old is he? 81?
Yeah.
Really?
81.
How old was your dad when he passed?
God, he wasn't that old. He was probably 74. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So then the goal is to outlive our dads, right?
Yeah, you want to. I think so, yeah.
All right. So I got to hope my dad dies soon.
Well, it sounds like he's on his way.
He's not doing good. What a FaceTime you hear me.
How old is he?
75. Just turned 75 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Yeah, 2 days ago. Called him on his birthday and he could not talk. He had,
oh, no.
He had an asthma
Is
inhaler.
he home?
Yeah, he's home. He had the gout. I had COVID for like the fifth time when I was, and I've had COVID the most.
Really?
I've had COVID 5 times.
What does your dad think of what we were talking about, like the work thing? Is he the type who's like, take time off, fucking, like you need to spend...
Eat shit cash checks, buddy. That's his words. If you have a fucking, my dad's gonna sell merch, it's eat shit cash checks.
So he's like, go to work.
You fucking work, buddy. I could hear every conversation I've ever had with my dad about working. Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do. You're a man. You get up, you go to work. It's part of the punitive part of my brain when I wake up hungover. This morning, the most hungover I've ever been waking up, and I can say that quantifiably.
Yeah.
I drank all night last night. I drank well into 2 a.m. I smoked a ton of weed, and I got blackout drunk for the roast. I didn't want to know if anything hurt my feelings. I didn't want to show it on my face.
Yeah.
So I passed out. I woke up. And I heard my dad, you're not dead. You can't die from being tired. Get the fuck up.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. But my dad is eat shit, cash checks.
My dad was very similar.
Yeah.
Like, always, he would be like, "What do you mean, like, not work? What do you talk like?" He'd be like, "Huh?" Like, if I was like, I tour 358 days a year, he'd be like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
Yeah. Oh, my dad will go on, where you at? Like, he follows me on Life 360, and I go, I'm in fucking Wisconsin, and he's like, nice. What we got 2 shows tonight? I go, yeah, and he goes, yeah, all right, good. How are the girls doing? It's always like, make sure. I mean, and he did say, like, at one point, I have to give him credit. He did say he felt he fucked me up because he implemented that in my head about Isha cash checks. There's dudes that dig ditches every weekend. They do not want to dig ditches. My dad did that manual labor. My dad mopped up floors, dug holes. He did all of that. I got lucky enough that my manual labor was like folding sweaters. Like I never had the rough life that most men have. And my dad's like, buddy, that's reality. That's the reality. You get an opportunity to make some money. You make that money because you can't guarantee it's going to be there. And so I think if we come full circle with this whole conversation, and look, Stavros' dad, definitely first generation from Greece. Like everyone's dad's a hustler and whatnot. I'm not saying I don't want this to be like a button of Chris DeStefano's dad, gangster from fucking New York, Staten Island. Yeah. Like they're all. I'm not saying. I'm just saying like that. My dad was like, eat shit, cash checks. You have no humility. He would say to me nonstop, there is a young black kid from Harlem wanting to do what you want to do that will do 10 times harder, do everything better than you because you have no fucking humility. My dad instilled humility in me, and I think that's why I'm so honest. I think that's why I'm like constantly thinking, like I think it's why I'm so open about stuff. I'm so bummed your dad has passed. I wish my dad and your dad could have gotten together. I would love. That would have been fun.
Yeah, they probably would have really had a good time talking about their.
I don't even know what your dad looks like.
Really? Well, I'll show you a picture. Yeah.
I love you so much.
I love you too, man.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. We're good friends, man. What kind of hat is that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I have no fucking idea. I don't even know I don't know what I.
Are you ready for dinner?
I'm so ready for dinner.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fucking lit.
I know. We have to. Somebody has. Do you have a car here?
No.
We have to get an Uber for somebody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I only have
because you have selfish cars.
I have a selfish car. Yeah. I think you should go in the Uber, and I'll take.
It's not a bad idea.
Our friend.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And then
you might throw up in my car.
Oh yeah, the way you should drive him like a fucking lunatic, like you do. Oh, you're definitely dying before me.
Oh, that could happen.
Yeah,
that could happen.
Yeah. You know that was a big thing when you hurt yourself playing basketball. Yeah. Everyone was like, "That's not. It's his scars, right?"
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "No." They're like, "I don't believe he plays sports. It's his scars."
Yeah.
Mine will be okay. What's the death? Let's end it with this. What's the death where you don't get empathy? Like if you got into a car crash, no one would give a fuck. They'd be like, "Mom, that's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. You got fast cars. That's what you get." If I die of an overdose, everyone's like, "Mom, that's what you get. That's what you get."
Yeah, you're drinking. That's what happens.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. What's the death where everyone gives you empathy?
Saving a kid. Yeah, like house fire, flood, and you're like you jumped in to grab somebody out of the water. Yeah, then you're there. You don't want to be forgotten. That's how you should die.
I'll do it.
Saving somebody else.
I'll do it. I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Do it today.
I should go around. I should put on a cape.
You should put on a cape and do it. Yeah. All right, we got to get out of here.
The fuck out of here.
All right.
Hey, thanks to Whataburger. I'm sure that's what you want to be attached to.
Was that a fart?
No, that was maybe.
Okay, all right, let's get out of here.
Fuck off. Bert and Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call 2 bears, 1 cave. No No scripts, a bit of booze, amateur partology. Dirty jokes, raunchy humor, no apologies. Here's what we call Two Bears, One Cave.